Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video and coming back to my channel. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around for makeup related videos every Sunday and Thursday. I'm really excited because we're gonna be doing a full face of drugstore makeup, but especially we're gonna be doing basically an entire face of Wet n Wild. What I love especially about them is that most of their makeup is under $10, but even more than that, it's mostly under $5. So very affordable, very easy to access, and it's just, I know a lot of my audience prefers more affordable makeup, so I just thought this would be a fun video to cater to you guys. I have literally everything except an eyebrow pencil and a concealer, but I do have a concealer from a different drugstore brand, so it'll still be affordable. If you're excited to see literally an entire face of Wet n Wild on a medium skin tone, then let's just get started. All right, so I already color corrected my under eyes just so that I didn't look dead during the intro and in the beginning of this video. First, we're gonna start off with primer, and this is the Primer Serum. This is a hydrating water-based serum formulated with rose water and green tea extract that refines and nourishes as it preps and primes your skin for extended makeup wear. So that sounds amazing. It comes with a little dropper like this, and it literally looks as thin as a serum. I'm gonna drop some on here so I can show you guys what it looks like. It has a really pretty pink iridescent color. Oh, it's so thin. It literally feels like water. Like, they nailed it with the water description. That's exactly what it feels like. So I personally don't mind that. Oh wow, it has such a nice scent. I was trying to talk, but I was so distracted by the scent. Yeah, it smells really nice. It has like a florally fresh scent. So I'm just gonna drop some on my face before I continue talking. But yeah, I have dry skin, so hydrating primers are like literally what I look for. And it's also a really nice bonus that it has extended makeup wear. I literally love this foundation. I featured this on my channel a couple of times. This is the Photo Focus foundation in the dewy version. I have the shade Golden Beige. I love this foundation. I seriously think it is so good, so high quality, and it's only $6. It comes with a paddle like this, and I just think it is so good. It's medium coverage. It leaves the prettiest finish to your skin, and I seriously love it. It doesn't have like the longest wear time. I'd say it's about like, I don't know, 6 hours. Like, it's not like a 12-hour foundation, no. But it's really pretty, and it leaves a beautiful finish on your skin. And also from Wet n Wild, I picked up this. This is their sponge. I threw out the packaging, so I don't really know what the name is, but this is what it looks like when you fully wet it. It is so squishy, very reminiscent of the e.l.f. sponge, and I think this is even cheaper than that one, which is crazy, because that one's only $5, and I think this one's $3.50 or maybe $4. If you have like oily skin, then I wouldn't recommend this dewy foundation because it is like pretty dewy, but they do have like the original Photo Focus foundation, which is like more of a matte version, and it's nice. It was too matte for me. It wasn't really my preference. I'm gonna wipe the foundation off my lips. I hate when that happens. It looks so weird, like when your lips are just canceled out. But anyways, my lips look a lot better now. But I love this foundation. Like, it literally takes almost no time to just like fully have it absorbed into your skin. It just meshes into your skin. It looks so natural, so dewy, and just, it looks like your skin is just perfected, but still your actual skin. Okay, let's move on to concealers. I don't have a Wet n Wild concealer because I actually have tried their concealer like in the past in high school, and it just never worked out for me. It's very like light to medium coverage, and I have issues. You guys know that. I say that in every video. I was like, I'm not even gonna try to rebuy it because I just know I'm not gonna like it. And so I actually have this one. This is the L'Oreal Full Wear Concealer. I think that's the name of it. I have the shade Cashy, which is 365. And yeah, I bought this like during a drugstore haul that I showed you guys in my Shop My Stash video, I think 2 weeks ago, but I didn't use it that week. And so I just figured I would try it out today since I don't have a Wet n Wild one, but this one is still drugstore. So let's see how this goes. I've heard it's very full coverage, which I prefer and also very much appreciate. I'm gonna do a couple of dots. I don't wanna like put too much where it's like annoying, but we'll see. I always like to blend out my face concealer before my eyes, because if the eyes like dries down a little bit, then it gives it more coverage. Wow, that concealer is flawless. It literally covered up everything. I'm so impressed. I keep getting like makeup on my lips, and I hate that. This is the Photo Focus translucent setting powder. love this powder, love. That's why I feel like really intrigued to take advantage of that like sale on their website. Also, everything was so cheap. I bought like 9 things or 8 things and it was like $30 for like 9 things. It was so insane. And so I was really intrigued to even take advantage of that sale because I love the foundation and I love the powder. So I was like, I really want to see like what more this brand has to offer. I'm just gonna swirl my brush in, and first I'm gonna just set the middle of my face. I love this powder. I love it especially because it's very thin. Like you don't really feel it sitting on your face, and it doesn't like bunch up and make you look like heavy or cakey. It's just very finely milled. This Wet n Wild powder and the Maybelline Fit Me powder are the best powders from the drugstore, hands down. We're gonna start with the bronzer, and I have the shade What Shady Beaches, which is funny. And so I think this is the deepest shade that they offer, and and it looks like this. It looks like the perfect bronzer shade for me, but I was a little bit confused because I swatched it and it looks really nice there, but I'm pretty sure it has like a really strong sheen. Yeah, okay, do you see how it looks way deeper on my finger? And when you swatch it, there's like a gold flip to it, so there's no glitter. I don't see glitter, but it's definitely not a matte bronzer, but I mean, I'm down for that. It's summer, I like to look a little bit more radiant, so I'm not opposed to it. I just thought there was gonna be a lot more color payoff when I swatched it than there actually was. I don't know if that's too much, but we all know I have a history of going too hard with my cheap products. Oh, that's perfect. I really like that, actually. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. I don't know why I was so nervous. So there's this half of my face with bronzer and no bronzer here. Like, wow, like literally so gorgeous. I am so impressed. It is so smooth. It literally takes no effort to blend out at all. Like as soon as you place it, you just tab it like that. It just blends out on itself. Not patchy at all. So we're gonna move on to blush, and this is the Color Icon blush in the shade Mellow Wine. I've heard a fellow YouTuber like rave about this color, so I picked it up, and I think it's gorgeous. It looks like a very just natural like flush of color for my skin tone. That is so pretty. What is going on? Everything is just so perfect. Wow. Wow. Wow, that is so gorgeous. Like, I am so shocked, honestly. These are the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powders. So these are like, I'm pretty sure the top selling drugstore highlighters because they're literally like $4 and they come in like 10 shades and they're blinding. I used to have Golden Flower Crown, which is this one right here. I used to have this in high school, and then I just like stopped having it when I just got more into makeup. I was like experimenting and trying new things, but I repurchased them because I really wanted to have highlighter for this video, obviously. And so I got the shades Precious Petals, which is also a really popular shade from them. And then I picked up Blossom Glow, but I thought this was gonna be more of like a white champagne highlighter, but it has like a pink flip to it. And I think it'll be like too light for my skin tone. So I'm actually gonna put this in like a future giveaway or something. So if you're interested, you'll see it soon. I'm gonna test out these babies right here. Let's open them and do some swatches. Everything is a one swipe swatch except the bronzer because I feel like where I placed it on my hand, it was a little hard to see just with one swipe, so I built it up twice. But this is Golden Flower Crown. Look at that. Look at that. Is everyone seeing that? Look how blinding these are. Yeah, so Golden Flower Crown, Precious Petals, which is more champagne-y pink. This is the Mellow Wine Blush, one swipe, beautiful color. And then this is the Color Icon Bronzer in What Shady Beaches. I mean, just gorgeous. They are gorgeous shades. They feel so buttery, so smooth. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So let's start off with one side of my brush and do Golden Flower Crown on my right cheek. I do remember that these are very sheer, so you can have a very natural highlight, or you can like build it up like twice and have it like you can see it from the moon. So I am very excited to put these on my face again. I'm gonna flip my brush over, go into here. And this one I feel like is gonna show up a little bit more on my skin tone, like blinding, because it is a lighter color. Yeah, like you see how it's already like way brighter. It's just because it's a lighter shade on me, but I feel like intensity wise they're the same, but this is just closer to my skin tone. I mean, I'm so impressed. I already love the foundation, I already love the powder, but cheek products, man, they're killing it. All of these are gorgeous. They're so beautiful and skin-like and perfect and natural. This is the Color Icon Rose in the Air eyeshadow palette. So this is a dupe for ABH Modern Renaissance, and that's why I bought this one in particular, because I decluttered Modern Renaissance for my collection like a while ago. I gave it to one of my friends because I just wasn't using it that much. It wasn't like my favorite color story, and to just have it sitting in my collection being a high-end eyeshadow palette and not getting used at all, I was just having a lot of guilt. So I just passed it on. I was like, you know what, if I have a color story that doesn't speak to me every single day of my life, but it's only $5, I feel like less guilty buying it. Oh my god, oh look at that, that is so gorgeous. Let's do some swatches. I already have this on here, so here are the two. Are you kidding me? Oh wow. Okay, fine, Wet n Wild, I see you. I'm not the best watcher, don't come for me, but there's that transition. Oh, look at that. That is a matte brown shadow, a deep one from the drugstore that does not have any patchiness. Crazy. And then a pink, so gorgeous, and then this like orange, burnt orange shade. I mean, come on, literally come on. If you thought you were impressed by this, look at this. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna use this Bone Matte shade to set my eyelid because I always do that, and I love when palettes include that. Super pigmented, it's a Bone Matte shade, and it still shows up that much. We're already on a good start. Let's just start off with this transition since it says transition. And now I think let's just mix these shades. So this orange and this deeper brown, and put that in my outer corner. I think to deepen it up a little bit more, let's mix these two, and let's just put that in my outer corner and see what it does. I'm not really sure. I'm just playing around today. Oh yeah, pretty deep, pretty deep. That brown shade had a little bit of fallout, but nothing else so far has had any fallout, so it's okay. Now I'm gonna take some of those shades on my lower lash line to balance it out. So I think let's take this orange and then this transition. My eyes turned out a lot smokier than I thought, so I don't really want to go in with this like deeper shimmer shade. I'm just going to take this one to amp up the inner corners because I always need that. I'm just going to add a little bit of one of these highlighters, maybe Precious Petals, I think, because it's a little bit brighter. I'm going to pop that in my inner corner to make it really like stand out because I like need that in an eye look to complete it. Yeah, that looks so much better. This is the Mega Slim Skinny Tip eyeliner in the shade Black, and so I'm pretty sure this is a liquid liner. Yeah, oh my god. Whoa, I have never even opened this before. Look how small that is. That's crazy. I know a lot of people always say like slim or thin eyeliner, but this is literally like very slim, very little. All right, so eyes are complete, looking really good. And the last thing we have to do is lips. So I'm gonna be using the Megalast Liquid Catsuit High Shine Lipstick in the shade Sun Nudes. I've already featured this on my channel also. It's one of my favorite nude lip products, like in general, not just from the drugstore, and it's just the perfect like complementary shade to my skin tone. It's definitely one of those products that can get on your cheeks, and make sure you do that little thing with your finger to make sure that it doesn't like get all over your mouth while you're talking. I lied, the last actual thing is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Cucumber 3-in-1 Primer Water, and it's used to prep, set, and refresh. And so I could have used this to like prime my skin, but I used the like serum primer instead, so I just figured we could use this as like a setting spray. Oh, okay. Oh, that smells so good. Okay, I'm so excited. I'm drenched. You see it in my hair. Okay, hold on. So it's definitely an aggressive mist in terms of like, it's a lot that comes out with each spray, but it's not aggressive like how some sprays leave like bubbles of setting spray. It's not like that. It's very evenly distributed, but it's just a lot at once. So I'd honestly say just like one spray and you have enough to cover your face. All right, guys, that is my full face of Wet n Wild. I turned my little side mirror off so you guys can really see what my skin is looking like in full natural lighting. And I mean, I think it looks just so natural, so flawless. My eyebrows are disgusting. Please don't look at them, but everything else looks so good. Just very natural, very skin-like, but still perfected. Let me kind of do like a final wrap-up review, and then we'll just end the video. So first, let's start off with primer, I guess, and I used the primer serum. Love this, felt really nice on my skin. I don't think it's anything magical or life-changing, but I mean, for like a $5 or $6 primer, if you just want something that's gonna hydrate your skin, make it a little bit tacky, I don't think you could go wrong with this. The Infallible Full Wear Concealer from L'Oreal. First impressions, like, I love it. My eyes look so smooth still. It hasn't creased like crazy underneath my eyes yet. So if you're looking for a drugstore concealer that you want full coverage, and I'd say like most reminiscent to like Too Faced, Born This Way, or the Tarte Shape Tape, I think this is the closest one that I've found. And to blend out my foundation concealer, I use the Wet n Wild sponge. I really like this. I think I'm gonna use this, and when it's like had its time, I'm gonna go buy another one from like Target or Walmart because I really like how it worked. It's very squishy, felt nice on my skin, distributed the product with no streaks, and I don't think it absorbed too much either. So like this so far too. I should have said this before I started, but I love everything in here. I'm not gonna complain about anything. I think everything performs so well on my skin today, so you're just gonna hear, love this, like you have to get it over and over and again for the rest of this video. So to speed things up, I'm just gonna talk about all 4 of these at once. So the bronzer, blush, and the highlighters. Gorgeous. Like, I feel like my skin looks flawless, and obviously that has to do a lot with like the base complexion products that we put on top, but the fact that these are all less than $5 and they blended so gorgeously, like they have such a pretty finish to my skin. I'm literally in love with them. They are beautiful. I highly recommend all of these. All 4 of these shades work really well for my skin tone. But for eyes, we use this Rosé in the Air eyeshadow palette. It's a dupe for Modern Renaissance. I think it performs beautifully. The mattes blend it out so easily. They're not like patchy or sticking to any weird spots on my eyes. I don't love the shimmers just because they're pretty subtle, and it's the same thing in the Modern Renaissance though. So don't think like because you pay $30 more for the ABH palette, you're gonna get more impactful shimmers. I don't think that's the case. I think they're a pretty similar formula. But I mean, I think I got a very simple everyday eye look out of it that's gorgeous, and for $5 to have this like on the go or just like for easy days where you don't wanna think too hard about what eye look you're doing, I mean, it's gorgeous and it turned out amazing. So also recommend like everything else in this video. So next for the liquid liner, it took me a little bit to figure out like how to really use it just because of the length of the applicator. But what I'm loving, like loving, is how matte it is. Like it is a matte eyeliner, and I feel like that's what I'm missing right now from the NYX one. So huge fan of this. And then lastly, we set our face with the Photo Focus 3-in-1 primer water. I love this. Like it definitely melted down my makeup. It had such a good smell to it. I just put too much. I feel like that's just my mistake, but I love it. I'm gonna use it up, and I'll probably just continuously repurchase this. And so that was it. That was my full application of a full face of Wet n Wild and the final reviews. Essentially, if you didn't want to watch all of that and you skipped to the end, I love everything. I love how my face looks right now. I like how it feels. It's not too much. It's not too heavy. Perfect for every day. And I highly, highly, highly recommend you guys check out Wet n Wild at the drugstore. I know there's a lot of brands at the drugstore that are killing it these days, but I feel like sometimes Wet n Wild can be a little bit underrated. So I really recommend checking their brand out and their full line of products. They worked beautifully for me, and I'm sure it'll work out for you. So let me know if you pick anything up. If you have any questions, you can always comment them down in the comments or message me on Instagram, and I'll be happy to answer them. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.